Hello, it's 4 minutes o'clock on Allnews Nigeria. I am Okwemi Olubimi. Here are the headlines for today. Hundreds die in India train tragedy. Nearly 80 schoolgirls poisoned in Afghanistan. Now the news. Train services have along the tracks in Odisha, which suffered India's deadliest crash in more than 2 decades on Friday as family members continued a desperate search for their missing loved ones. Indian Railways Minister Ashwini Vaidya and officials oversaw the first overnight train movement on the tracks following more than 48 hours of restoration work by 1,000 workers to clear the mangled wreckage of the triple train collision that occurred on Friday evening. Officials say preliminary investigations point to an error in the electronic signaling system as being the most likely cause of the crash, which killed at least 275 people and left more than 1,100 injured. The accident involving 2 packed passenger express trains and a stationary freight train has sparked anger across India over the management of the country's massive rail network, which serves 22 million people who ride on 14,000 trains across the country every day. The minister said that responsibility is not yet over, and their goal is to make sure missing persons' family members can find them as soon as possible.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंटरलॉकिंग की बात है। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंटरलॉकिंग में जो चेंज किया जिसके कारण ये दुर्घटना हुई, जिसने भी किया, जो भी इसके कारण है वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन से निकलेगा। कोशिश करेंगे इस पूरे ट्रैक को आज ही रिस्टोर करने का। सारे के सारे जितने भी वैगन्स और कोचेज और सब के सब ऑलरेडी टैकल कर लिए गए। सभी डेड बॉडीज को रिमूव कर लिया गया है। कंप्लीट ऑपरेशन तेजी से चल रहा है। पूरी की पूरी कोशिश रहेगी कि वेडनेसडे मॉर्निंग का जो टारगेट है, वेडनेसडे मॉर्निंग तक कंप्लीट रेस्टोरेशन होके गाड़ियां नॉर्मल तरीके से चलने लगे।
The train crash in eastern India has killed 275 people and injured around over 1,000 passengers in a collision between 2 passengers, and a freight train was caused by an error in the electronic signaling system. Incorrect signaling caused one of the high-speed passenger trains to divert onto the wrong track and collide with a stationary freight train before another high-speed passenger train on an adjacent track hit the railed coaches of the first train, according to officials. In other news, nearly 80 girls have been poisoned and hospitalized in 2 separate attacks at their primary schools in Afghanistan. It is thought to be the first time such an assault has happened since the Taliban seized power in August 2021 and began a crackdown on the freedoms of Afghan women and girls. Girls are banned from education beyond the 6th grade, including university, and women are barred from most jobs and public spaces. The education official said the person who orchestrated the poisoning had a personal grudge, but did not elaborate. Nearly 80 female students were poisoned in the Sabcharak district of Sayapur province over Saturday and Sunday, said Mohammed Ramani, who heads the provincial education department. He said 60 students were poisoned in Naswan-e-Kabod Ab school and 17 people were poisoned in Naswan-e-Fazabod school. The department has launched an investigation and initial inquiries show someone with a grudge paid a third party to carry out the attacks. Neighboring Iran has been rocked by a spate of poisonings, mostly in girls' schools, from last November. Thousands of students said they became sick because of nauseous fumes from the incident, but there has been no word on who might be behind the incident or what chemicals may have been used. And that's it on today's news. To keep up with Allnews Nigeria, kindly follow us on all social media platforms displayed on the screen. I am Okwemi Olubimi. Do have a lovely evening.